Hi guys, Ian living in the Philippines. Just taking a 10-minute break before I start carrying on with what I've just shown you. So that was just a preview of what I'm doing here in the house. So because of the flood water, many of the tiles from the construction they've bent. And as the cement underneath is slowly drying out now, they're coming loose. So I'm having to take the tiles off and remove all of this stuff. I've had to buy some new tools this morning. The hammer was slowly going broken, and I bought a. This is the one I was using before, chisel, and this is the one. It's slightly wider and heavier, so and it does make a difference. So I'm using that now, and the little one, it was blunt anyway. So so two things. I'd like to say thank you to all of you guys that have given me a few tips on what to do, so how to prepare the ground and what to do before laying the tiles. So I'll go through all of them again. I'll write them all down, and I have looked also a few videos in YouTube, and it's quite funny. You get 10 guys and they'll tell you 10 different things. It's the same in YouTube. Some say don't use the rubber hammer when laying the tiles, and other videos say do. So it's, and then also with the tile adhesive, how to lay that, and it's many different ways. Well, I think there's only one way actually, but you're told many ways. So I'll have a look. I'm not planning on doing it myself. I will get someone else to come here and do it for me, I think, as I've never laid the tiles myself, and I don't want to make a mess of it. And so again, thank you very much for all you guys that give me suggestions, tips. Another thing is, I've had a few people say to me, why put up with all this and sell the house and move? Well, firstly, it was a construction thing. Well, the guys that done the construction, they didn't do it correctly. As I can see here on the concrete floor, so it's not level. So I'm going to have to. I've been looking. There's stuff called self-leveling concrete. So I'm going to have to do that, I think, first to make a nice, level and even, smooth surface for the tile adhesive. So obviously they didn't do that. And if you look carefully at the beginning, you'll see how it's like a biscuit. Do they call it a biscuit? It's like a cake, and it's all crumbly. Look, and the tile adhesive is so thin. I can't. See that it's less than the paper thickness. So there's lots of things. So the concrete surface was not properly prepared. There's a mixture that they put between the tile and the cement that was not done correctly. I think they put too much cement in, and the tile adhesive on the tiles is too thin. So all that with the flood water, Boom. That's why I have this problem now. Yeah, so I've had a few guys pack up, sell, and move. Yes, it may be right, but it's like captain never, or he's the last one to leave his ship. You only leave if it's sinking. So the house is not sinking. We're still here. No, I'd explain. I've explained a few times in other videos. We weren't well off when I was a child, always renting places, and we didn't have money. Yeah, and so on. And like poor conditions. Similar to the Philippines now, actually, when I was a kid. That's why I'm not really bothered about it. And when I joined the military, went to Germany and got married, so we step by step, we improved our way of life. So I left the military, got a job, and we got a very old apartment, very small, and we had lots of humidity and moisture in that apartment, and the heating wasn't good. And anyway, so we started off there. We worked, we saved it. We both worked. We both saved our money, and we eventually moved into a brand new apartment, brand new, which was. Sorry about that interruption, guys. We've had a new internet provider come and installing a new internet because we were having a lot of trouble with our old one. So we've changed again. So where was we? I think I was explaining. After I left the army, me and my ex. So our first place where we moved to, it was a very old apartment, but it was better than nothing. It's a start. And then, as I also mentioned, we were both working at the same time and saving our money, and we managed to move then into a brand new apartment. While we were living there, we noticed over the road they were building their new a row of houses. I think it was 5 or 6. So we inquired about them, and there was a couple of them still going free. So we managed to get one of the end houses. So as you can see, so old apartment, new apartment, house. So while we were living in that house, because it was only rented, we were again saving up, and we were going to build our own house. But many things happened. The marriage broke through, so it was a good thing it didn't happen. And with the house, and I ended up leaving and moving into China. So even then, it was always my dream to have my own place. Rented all my life, so my parents and then myself. So met my now wife, and then it was always at some point we'll build our own house, and near to where the family lives. So one day, my wife's sister-in-law phoned up, and she says that there was some land being sold where we are now. So he says, okay, we'll. I wasn't really up for it in the beginning, but came here. And so this is a quick story. I used to do martial arts when I was a kid, when I was very young. And how old was I? Was I 10, 11, or 12? I was doing jiu-jitsu, and the master says he taught us how to do meditation. So we all sat down, legs crossed, hands on our knees, and he says, just close your eyes and let your mind just go. So that's what we did. And after, I don't know how many minutes, I can't remember, say I was 10, 11, it's over 50 years ago. But this is what I do remember. He says, sorry, and what was in your mind? What came, what did you see? I said, oh, I saw a house with trees and a river. He said, oh, okay. Everybody thinks something different, don't they? So then when I came, so keep that in mind. So when I then came here, it was the first time in this subdivision. So we drove in over the bridge, the river, down here. There's lots of banana trees and other trees. And then I saw, actually, it was this part of the lot. There was four. This one next door and the two behind. So the two behind are taken now. Just the one next to us, and we took it. So I looked at it, and all of a sudden, all my hairs went up. I thought, oh my God, this is like what I imaged in my mind when I was doing that meditation. And so, yeah, okay. My wife went, huh? Are you sure? I said, yes. It just felt so perfect at that time. But before pen to paper, we did ask the neighbours here any flooding in the area. No, nothing at all. So this is 2016. Also, my sister-in-law, has there been flooding? No, none at all. And in the internet, the Highview subdivision is quoted as a flood-free zone. So who would know that in 19 years later, is it 19? No, 11 years later. Sorry, 11 years later. No, it's not even 11, is it? 9 years later. Sorry, we'll get it right now. 9 years later, who would know that there'll be flooding here? Someone's going to say, yeah, the climate change and blah, 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 blah. It's not that. It's things that have been done outside that have influenced the river. So no one could foresee that. So I got my house. And like I said, this is my dream. It might not be other people's dream, but this is my dream. I've worked hard to get what I've got here, and I'm damned if I'm going to leave it just because of a little bit of water. Okay, like I said before earlier on, I think in the other, I'm having problems here now because problems or the construction workers did not do their work correctly. That's why I'm having problems. I have other towers there which I done last year. No problem with them because we done it correctly. So all this other stuff that I'm doing now is because the contractor, when they done the construction house, done it wrong. And I says, this is my house, our house, my money and everything is gone into this house, and I'm not going to leave. I will leave. The only time I will leave this house is when I'm in my box or my jar. That's the only time I will leave this house. Or something will have to really, 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 really go bad. So I says, I'm not leaving just because of a little bit of water. I'm not going to give in. So there you go, guys. that was those two things. So thanks again for all the suggestions and tips of how to get rid of all this stuff and lay new tiles. And for all you guys that are telling me to pack up and go, yes, you could be right, and I wouldn't have this work. But no, this is my home, my house. So I'll leave it at that. So I've just had lunch. We've had new internet put in, connected, and I'll get back to the tiles now. Keeps me busy, and yeah. So until then, guys, have a good week, and I will catch you all on my next one. So from Koya Ian in his house or our house. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye, guys. Take care.